So, game one of the World Series. What can I say? Hmm, and a night they were honoring, remembering Fernando Valenzuela. It's funny how if you live long enough, you have memories and thoughts of what you remember. I remember Valenzuela against the Yankees and how he changed that series, and his wife and his sons and everyone was at the game, and it was very touching. And his number 34 was put on the mound. They should make that there to be that should be like mandatory. I mean, because Fernando Mania, aside from Magic Johnson feeling in LA with Showtime, was one of the next biggest things as far as LA sports goes until you get to Kirk Gibson in '88. And that's what last night felt like, deja vu, Freddie Freeman. I remember when Kirk Gibson hit that home run. And I remember uh, seeing that home run felt surreal. I was at a friend's house, and she and I were watching the game back then, and hit that home run, and it was surreal. I felt like I was floating. It felt like something out of, it felt like, it didn't even feel real. It felt like something out of like a movie, like, Star Wars. I was in a trance. Walked all the way home like, wow, what did I just see? And you don't, like the natural, you see it, you don't really think of it like that until last night. And Freddie Freeman with that grand slam. And I'm gonna tell you something. The Oakland A's at the time were the pinnacle team because they had gone to they won the World Series the next year against San Francisco in the Bay Area. When with the they had the earthquake, and then they lost to the Reds. And the Oakland A's were always like, was it 3 straight years? They was like the team to beat. They were always in the series, and but that one with Kirk Gibson, Dennis Eckersley, and remember Kirk could barely walk, and he just that clutch. So last night, deja vu. Freeman hit that pose with that incredible hawk move. And when Giancarlo Stanton hit that home run, I thought, okay, I've been talking about Stanton because I had done a video about him. But, you know, if you told me that the score would be 6-3, I'd say, okay, that would, that's what the Yankees had beat Cleveland at. They had beat Kansas City that way. Yeah, 3-2 lead. You had the game where if you could just finish it. But you got to understand that firepower with the Dodgers is real. It is real. I mean, you just know that Otani just missed a couple opportunities, as did Mookie Betts. Garrett Cole pitched really good. Aaron Judge got to step it up. Soto was okay, but Aaron Judge, you got to step up. You got to come with it. Hey, this is the kind of series that, hey, you got to bring it because that Dodgers, them bats is always awake. That's my greatest fear in this series as a Yankee fan, that them bats will come up for LA. I told anybody. Now, it's got the makings of a great series, but it won't last long if you got to play firepower against those guys. They got so much firepower, and I said it was going to be a tough series. I'm not going to, regardless, the Yankees were to win the next 4 in a row or something. Don't ever, you're not playing against Kansas City or Cleveland. This is a real man's team over there, and they can get you. And all it takes is one swing. And thing about baseball, momentum can mean a whole lot. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it. It does carry weight. When you get to this level, it carries weight. You know, Basketball, football. You see different sports where there's a pivot spot, and psychologically, especially if you blow a game, it's one thing to lose a game where it's close. But you blow a game when you have the lead, and you had the momentum twice because the Yankees were up 2-1 after Giancarlo hit that home run, and they had 3-2 lead. But they didn't capitalize. Runners on base, missed opportunities. You don't play around with a team that can hit a 3-run home run or grand slam and can come back because they got too many weapons. They're just that's how this is a stacked team. So you can't waste a Garrett Cole pitching out, and you can't waste an opportunity. So, but it's got the makings of a battle. I think it'll be a battle, and sometimes those things happen. You just got to hope that they don't happen where that is the end of your series, because it can be such a crushing defeat to lose, but to lose like that, and know that all it takes is the guys that you're so worried about Mookie Betts and you're worried about Shohei Ohtani, you might not look at Freeman as that dude. And that's all it takes. And they got a lot of weapons. I'm being honest because I think if you're honesty about competition, you respect others. You're not gonna act like you don't see that could happen because it can happen. So, but I think it's gonna be a long series. But but I'm gonna tell you something. If you play fire with fire, it won't last that long because they stacked. They're stacked, and you gotta win those games, and you gotta bring your bats to their bats. You gotta bring that energy to your energy because it's gonna be on the real. So we'll see what happens in game two, and I'm sure the Yankees will make adjustments. I'm sure they'll figure out how to, how to kind of, but they gotta understand who they're going against. This ain't Kansas City and this ain't Cleveland. All due respect, those teams ain't the Dodgers. The Dodgers are another level. And this might be, and all due respect, because I know before people come at what the World Series is when the Yankees won the last 30 years, beat Atlanta teams who were very good to great. And the Padres were good. The Mets were a good team. The Arizona was a really good, very good team. Lost to Florida. I like the pitch, and I wasn't blown away with their hitting, but lost to them. Beat the Phillies, who are a very, really good team. This might be the most stacked World Series opponent the Yankees have faced in the last, when I think about from the Jeter, Joe Torre, all that era when they won those rings, this might be the most dangerous team the Yankees have faced in the World Series. In the last, we're talking about from the Jeter era on to now, because this team is that good, I think, especially offensively. And if they get any pitching, you're in real trouble. So, but hopefully Yankees will bounce back. So we shall see. But anyway, give me your thoughts and your takes about Game One. And do you think that this could be a bad omen, or do you think that this was just one of those moments that happened? Please like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share the video if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay true and honest. And like I said, I've seen deja vu in sports. For the people who weren't born or around when Kirk Gibson hit that home run, this was your Gibson moment. This was your surreal moment. You don't forget moments that are surreal because you can't even believe what you just saw because you still got flies coming out your mouth because you're like, did I just see that? And those things do happen. They don't happen a whole lot, but you know where you were when they do. And usually they're not good results in the big picture. But I think there's still plenty of series to go. I hope this ain't a repeat of what happened in '88 because the A's never recovered. And one swing like that can be that devastating. But we shall see. I'm out.